If you have a presentation coming up soon, you're going to love the tip that I'm sharing with you today. Now, if you are presenting or emceeing at a great big event where the energy has to be big and high and it's all rah-rah motivational, then this tip is not for you. But if you are presenting in a smaller format, in more of a businessy stroke professional format where you just need to be able to stand up and talk in a way that you come across as calm, confident and composed, then this is a brilliant tip for you. So this is something that's based on my years of experience working in a newsroom, both as a newsreader and as a news reporter. So obviously you can imagine in a newsroom environment, when I worked for the radio station, there can be lots of input, lots of stimulus, lots of noise. There really can be that breaking news moment right before you go on air. But the last thing that you want to do when you get through to sit down and start reading the news is to be absolutely flustered. So I learned this tip early on, and it's really going to help you to make sure you feel calm, composed and confident when you're presenting going forwards. So it's a really straightforward tip. It's not going to cost you any extra time whatsoever. When I worked at the radio station, we used to have these little floppy disks that would have the audio on them, and we would have to carry a pile of floppy disks through to the newsroom, which was only 50 yards or something. But if you are close to the wire in terms of getting through and being ready to start talking on the hour so that I could say it's 3 o'clock, I'm Sophia Hansen, good afternoon, then I had to make sure that I was not reaching that newsroom in a flustered, hyper, oh my goodness, I only just made it state, because that makes the whole news bulletin really, really unpleasant. So one day I was walking through to the newsroom, I had my stack of floppy disks in my hand, along with a pile of the papers of each of the news stories I needed to read out. And so I was walking along and I dropped this whole pile of floppy disks. So I was down on my hands and knees trying to pick up all these floppy disks. They all got in the wrong order. This is a different story for another day. But basically, when I got into that newsroom, I was really flustered. I found it really difficult to get myself composed, to feel like I was in charge from the get-go. And it took me pretty much to near the end of the 7-minute bulletin to even feel like I was in any sense the newsreader and not being played by the news stories I was trying to read. So my tip for you is that no matter how much underneath your feet are paddling, that whole duck thing, swimming, glide like a swan. So what I mean by that is if you are having to move from where you are over to somewhere else to present, then when your name is called, don't suddenly be like, oh, it's me, I'm on, and then rush over there. Take your time to slowly rise and then slowly walk there. So not only does it give you just those few moments of time to breathe, time to compose yourself, it's also sending a really, really strong message to your nervous system that you are okay. Now, you will still have some sense of butterflies, a little bit of nervousness. We all need that adrenaline to be able to perform well. But ultimately, if you are leaping from your chair, dashing over to where you are and a kind of, morning everybody, here I am, let's get stuck in, then your whole body gets a spike of, whoo, what's going on here? It gets a stress hormone flushed through you really quickly. And that can make your mouth feel dry. It can make you start to speak too quickly. It can make you just feel flustered. And that's when you forget your words and when things start to feel like they're out of control. So just taking that time to slowly compose yourself. If somebody else is introducing you, as you hear your name, as you hear them start to read out information about you, then you can just take a couple of nice deep breaths, a long slow breath out, and all you'll be doing otherwise is, I'm on. So take the time to feel calm, rise slowly, move slowly to where you need to be. And remember, it's perfectly fine to pause before you start talking. You don't have to go straight into, here I am. You can take a moment, take a breath. Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon, everyone. Whatever your opening line is, hopefully it's a lot more entertaining than good morning or good afternoon, but whatever it is, just give yourself that chance to take a breath, move slowly, reassure your body you are safe. You're not being chased by a saber-toothed tiger. You are safe. You are about to start talking and you want to feel calm, relaxed and confident. Let me know what you think of that tip below. Have a great afternoon. Bye-bye.